Well, here we are again. We're actually on a beach this time, and as you can see, there's a few people about swimming. Got a woman now going into the water there. Look, she looks like Pamela Anderson, but she's got a black swimsuit on, not a red one. So there's plenty of people enjoying themselves. There's people swimming down there, and we've also got Tom with us. He actually contacted me yesterday and says I'll come. So we've actually got Tom. It's the first time he's been out for over a year now. But yeah, we're on the Lincolnshire coast and we're at Chapel Point. Yeah, there's hounds coming off this beach as of last night, and Keith Cod, he caught 14, and so did Alfie, he caught 14. They just couldn't beat each other. Do you know what I mean? I told Alfie to always beat Keith, and he couldn't even do it. But yeah, they had a cracking session. 28 hounds between them, that's good, isn't it? So hounds are coming, but they're only getting caught at night time. We're fishing now in the day because that's what I do. I like to fish in the wrong point of the day, but high tide's at 5:15. We'll fish 2 hours past. It'll be getting into dusk. If there's any hound show, we'll stop a bit longer. I ain't bothered how many hounds I catch or fish. If we just catch one, then that's a good one. But if we blank, who cares? You know, it's fishing. We'll come here for the day, blow some cobwebs away. It is a little bit breezy, but we'll cut for the intro because Tom over there is going to get mad with me. So cut for the intro. Hey Tom, I've cut for the intro. Only about 3 minutes. Should cut for the intro sooner, I think. But yeah, we've got Tom with us. We've got the wind blowing over us. It's blowing west, southwest or west, whatever. It's blowing over us anyhow. And high tide is probably 5.4 metres at 5:15, I think. We're on the previous tide mark, the looks of it. Unless there's something going on there, but I think that's it. So we're going to be fishing in quite a bit of water. Quite a bit of water. Many metres, in fact, many metres. I'd say at least 4, because woman's just walked out there, but you don't know that. It was up past her waist. Poor dog can't get his ball. Look, Tom. No, look. He do what a good... Oh, go on, boy. He's got it. Weren't he big and brave? He just looked at me then when I said brave. Yeah, owner's 20 miles down. She's off for chips, I think. So yeah, when we finish here, we're going to go into Skeg and get some chips. Probably a dirty, dodgy sausage. And see what happens in the morning, but that'll be our tea. Yeah, what else is there to say? Tom's been practicing casting. It's gone all right. He's going out plenty far enough to catch fish. I reckon you cast. Yeah, you casting further than Keith Cod. Yeah, that's all right, isn't it?
Especially if he was catching the other night.
But Keith cast further than me.
Oh really?
Yeah. No? Don't say it like that, mate. I mean, Keith. Sorry about that, Keith.
No, I didn't mean it in a bad way.
No, it's all good. Just a bit of banter. Anyhow, water is flat calm. It's clear, but we're fishing into dusk, and hopefully the fish will come on. And if we catch a couple or a few, if we think, oh, let's stop a little bit and see what happens, but then it don't happen, we're sodding off for chips. But if there's a few fish there, we might catch them. There's no pressures on tomorrow, apart from I've got work at 7 o'clock. Oh, that's boring, isn't it? But I think that's enough now, isn't it? I like to chat a lot rather than fish, you see, because then it winds some people up. And that's a bit like me, so next time you see me, I'll cast this out. It's absolutely beautiful here today. People swimming, look. There goes Pamela Anderson up the beach. Lovely blue skies.
like when you did it, you just dragged it round quite a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, I dragged it round. Yeah, we went to the left on that one, but I thought I'd sort of like scoop that area out first, so I think I did it without not knowing to do it. Do you know what I mean? First shit, innit? So that's the first rod out, and I think what I'll do is I'll get the next one out. Should go down in front of me and cast just literally straight in front of me, and then what we'll do is I'm gonna have a sandwich now because I am hungry. So it's sandwich time, and the wife did the filling, but I made the sandwich, so I can't complain. Could sack myself. Gonna tuna today, and a banana and apple, no chocolate. Trying to lose some weight. I don't think that'll happen though. You can smell that bait down there on the floor. One word from you then.
Hey?
One word from you. Oh, watch them hooks, buddy. So you want to use the rig wallet with the blue and yellow on. I filled that all up and they're all right. If you use any out of the blue one, you might have to cut the rotten bottom off.
Right.
It all depends on hooks, what you want fish hook size.
I'll probably end up seeing what the tide's like and then change into 2 rods. Have one small hook, one big hook.
Well, I'm gonna fish. I've got flappers on straight away. See if we can't catch something. I've still got the camera on, look.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, so that bit of noise there was the dog. This dog over there, that's obedient, was could sniff the squid that I chucked on the floor, which is for the seagulls later. And if there's any flies about, they go on that and stop bothering me. So, and he didn't go to bite my hooks or anything, he just ran past them. But no control. Nice dog. The owner's not alright, but hard to control dogs. I've seen both my daughters and partners with dogs, and they both struggle. Well, it doesn't help if I'm about, because the dog's jumping about a bit. I haven't brought any sweets, Tom.
Oh, did you want them?
What?
Did you want your sweets?
I ain't got any.
No, you don't.
I normally bring some mints or something, but got to try and lose this. Just got to chisel this figure up a bit and better. You know what I mean? I need to get this stomach looking like this chiseled face.
Chiseled.
Do you know what I mean? And I can't say my opinion too much because Bretsky fishing, he don't like it.
Oh, does he not?
No, he's had enough of it now.
I didn't last long. Oh, mind you, this is going to be like, this video is going to come out in like what, October?
Yeah, yeah.
So he's got like another few weeks.
Yeah,
to
bollocks
that,
to your Bretsky. If I want to say, in my opinion, Bretsky, bollocks. Oh dear. I know what you mean, mate. There's lots of dogs about. It's like the kids have gone home because they've gone back to school. Mind you, there is a kid down there. I don't understand what he's doing there. He should be at school. She must have had to fill out forms in triplicate saying why that child isn't off into school. Unless they're foreigners. Could have come from Holland or somewhere, or France, couldn't they, be an old here? You don't know, do you, unless you speak to them? I don't like speaking to people though. You what, mate?
Not got water in there yet.
No, not yet. Do you want,
yeah,
yeah.
I need to wash my hands, so.
Tip that home. Just half full, mate, or just under half. No, they're English. He should be at school, shouldn't he? Right, we've got first bait out. They're having fun. Lovely little tiny dog. I won't mind the dog, but I've got 5 cats and I think that's enough. I won't get a big dog anyway if I was to get a dog, because they're pull you over. You know what Duke did to me? Pulled me right over. But yeah, no, it's nice being here. The weather conditions are similar to when I come here with Danny. The waves are going right to left though. That's a bit unusual. Might just be the wind blowing. Now in the wind blowing. Mind, the wind's changed now, it's blowing down here. So the wind was blowing over my shoulder and it just stopped, and now it's blowing this way. It's literally blowing into my face now, so that's not good. I was going to knock my magnets off. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Thank you, Tom. Left again. I think it's this beach and the slope. I was on the field, Tom, with Carl. Everyone went straight. I couldn't believe it. I was like, brilliant. I ain't even got to worry about it. And I wanted to do some pendulum, but I didn't. And then there's 2 cars there, and they've both gone to left. Do that bit of beach first, then they'll do in front of me, hopefully. But I ain't gone over. So there's loads of people in the water, look. Loads down there, you won't be able to see it. And we've got Pamela over there in the water, and David Hasselhoff's over there on the beach. They're having a good time. I'm just Vern the fisherman. Oh dear. Got 3 women reading books on the beach over there. They've been down in the water. They're having a time of it. It's just nice to see people enjoying themselves on the beach, really. Wind's died down again. Don't think it knows what it's doing, this weather. It's blowing and farting. Yeah, absolutely. We had thunderstorms on this beach last night for 2 hours. Exactly when the Met Office said it was going to happen. So I'm pleased I didn't come. And I would say it also thundered it where I was going to go fishing, which was somewhere different. So yeah, I was meant to go fishing yesterday, but I didn't. Couldn't be asked. Said to the wife, asked me if I want to go fishing. She says, do you want to go fishing? I went, no. So I bloody well done. So I didn't. So it's what it is, isn't it? I'm not getting fed up, not yet. Right, we need to get a spare battery out, so I've got a battery. It is windy, hopefully you won't be able to hear it. I don't think you will with the muff on. Put the spare battery in there, put it down the bottom so I don't pull it out. Matter of fact, we'll take that glove out of there, we'll put it in that pocket with the tissues, zip that up. Yeah, I got a sandwich. So yeah, Tom sat on his chair. He's got a drone, I think. Whether it's too windy to fly, I don't know. But it's absolutely beautiful. The weather, the water, sorry, is flat calm. So I'm happy with that. Hopefully as it gets dusky, there might come some hounds on. You never know, there might be a rogue one there now. Water is very clear, there's no colour. I don't know if that matters so much on this coast, but we'll see. I've got flapper rigs out. I've got one flapper rig out with squid on, and the other flapper rig has got black luggins tipped with squid. So might get a turbot, could get a sole, flounder, dabs. I haven't had a dab this year. I haven't had a dogfish either. So I'm not bothered what I catch as long as I catch something. We are on Blanken Run, aren't we? How many has it been now? We've had 5 at the lakes. 6 was Bay 28. 7 was River Humber with Keith and Alfie. That was a great session, lads. It's nice to go fishing with you when you ask me. It's appreciated. I appreciate that, mate. and I look forward to the next time. But you know, don't forget me, will you? So yeah, what's that been? That's 7. So I'm on blank 7. This is number 8. Will it be a blank or will it not? Personally, I don't care. Don't get me wrong, it is nice to catch. It is nice to catch a fish. I do enjoy catching fish, and it makes a session worthwhile. But sometimes it's nice to come out fishing just for the sake of coming fishing. And if you catch, it's a bonus, isn't it? But yeah, I'd like to catch today. Not to put the blanks to bed, because like I say, I ain't bothered, but be nice to catch a hound before they go, because I haven't got long now. I've missed quite a few weeks yet again. I think I went fishing 9 days ago. It is 9 days ago, so I could have gone fishing that time, but we've had this hot spell again, and it's been really hot, and it's been like I don't want to leave the front room from the fan, or the garage where I got another fan. So that's been my life for this last week. That's what happens when you're ginger. You go out there, you take your life in your own hands. You could just frizzle up like a bit of burnt bacon. See you in a bit. I'm watching these. You can watch them with me if you like. You never know. Don't get any more exciting than this, you know. This is fishing. You either catch or you blank. I mean, you could actually go fishing and just upload all your catching videos, do you know what I mean? And not upload any blanks, but that ain't me. We've got a drone up in the air. Is it too windy? Can you whiz it along above my head so you get it coming along the beach and just skim across my head? Will you add that in then at the?
Yeah, I'll add that in, yeah. So that'll now just go round us for a bit.
Will it?
Yeah, just rotate around us. So what I'll do is I'll do a full rotation round, and then once
Is it filming us then?
yeah, it's filming us, yeah. And then either when you're reeling in or I'm reeling in, I'll do it so it's just sort of sat to the side
Right.
as we're reeling in, so it looks kind of like cinematic.
Look, yeah, it's a bit posh for us, Tom.
It's alright, isn't it? Now I've got it, so I don't know whether we're in complete frame. I think I've put it a little bit too far towards my chair.
Got to put this hat on. I could burn up in a frizzle. What, and then you'll speed that up, will you? As it's going round?
Yeah, yeah.
In edit? You can see I've got my sniper rod out, but I haven't put a rig on it yet. The rig is on one of the big rods. I'm going to swap, when I reel in, I'm going to swap the rig over onto the sniper rod, rebait it and chuck it out short. There's seagulls or birds of some description that are diving into the water and sat on the water diving in. Well, they're already in it, aren't they? They're sat on top of the water diving down, so they're obviously fish in there. Yeah, it's a nice day. Wind has died, but it is still here. And I've come here and I ain't brought a bloody jumper, have I? Or a coat. It's all in the van. It's nice and peaceful till I talk. So if you're still subscribed to Verns Sea Fishing, thank you very much, because for the last few videos, all 7 of them, There's been a few blanks, hasn't there? But if you're still there and you're still watching, thanks a lot. Don't forget to tell your mates to come along and sign up to Verns Sea Fishing and press the subscribe button. It's all free. Oh, what's that? A big aeroplane. Oh, it's a Eurofighter. Not seen one of them before, Tom. Eurofighter. Got his afterburners on.
Chase after him in drone.
What?
Chase after him in drone.
He might shoot us down. You might think it's a SAM missile coming at him. Dud in his front garden with a bazooka. Noisy bastards. Yeah, if you... Oh, another bird's just flown. You might have caught that, actually. You might have caught that bird. There we go, flying past. He's just dived in the water. They go down from a height. So yeah, there's 70 odd % of you that haven't clicked the subscribe button yet. But then watching me, to then actually committing to subscribe, I mean, that's two different things, innit? I mean, I do rattle on. I'll probably get people to think, well, do you know what, he ain't that bad, and then I'll say something and then they'll just think, ah, sod him, I ain't subscribing to that idiot. I'm a bit opinionated, you see. I don't follow the line of what most people do, you know, and put out that image that I'm all joyous and whatever, and you know, look at me, I'm Sandra D. I am what I am. Sometimes I'm a right tosser and sometimes I'm all right, but most of the time I'm all right. I wouldn't say tosser, that's a bit harsh, isn't it? Them days are gone. Probably a twat at times, my missus would say, perhaps. I don't know, perhaps. I might go in tonight with this hat on, gets her going, you know. If I wear this hat and I go in there, she'd think all the Christmases have come at once. But yeah, now we're back on these rods, look. It's nice there, you can't knock it. You can't knock it. Bit stationary though. Tom's reeled in, his bait weren't touched, which is good. At least there's no crabs out there. And at least he was still fishing, you know. If the bait is still on the hook, you're still fishing, aren't you? You'd just think there'd be a few more flatfish about, wouldn't you? Mostly better at night though, we all know that. Right, let's get one of these reeled in and then we'll get the sniper rod out. Tom's just tucked out short, I'm not having him catch a fish before me. Don't really matter. Stephen, this is not heavy. I've got a bit of weed on that. Only on my way. Don't want any of that, do we? Don't want any bloody weed. Oh, it's that white stuff and all. I don't think that's actually seaweed, I'm not sure. I think they call it something else. Another fisherman, mate. Let's hope he ain't parked in front of us. Checked that a little bit too far really, but never mind. I'll get this one baited up now and then I'll bring you back and cast it out. Hopefully we'll get it straighter. Hopefully, got to cast over the other line to do it. So anyhow, the sniper rod is out, so that's good, isn't it? I didn't think I'd use it, but I thought, hey, it's there. I feel quite good actually today. I feel better today than I did in the last fishing session. See you in a bit. I'm happy with that one. That one went dead straight. I reckon it's the flapper rigs dragging them to the left. You know, I reckon they're waving about and turning the steering wheel. That went dead straight. It went out good distance as well. Furthest cast today. But then it's a clip down rig, isn't it? That went straight, Tom.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Bloody hellfire.
John.
No, I'm alright. Yeah, no, that went far.
Yeah.
And it went straight. So I'm happy with that one. Bit of squid on that. We've got enough bait, haven't we? We've got another pack of squid in there. We nearly used one pack up already. Got heads out. I found out with heads, if you cut them in half, it's good for tipping because they're.
I put a head on one of mine.
Sometimes you put a full head on it, with the hook being the size they are for a small hook, they're too big for the hook. So I've started cutting the heads in half and then going through it, and they've stayed on. They've stayed on better than putting all on them. So. But yeah, bait weren't touched. I've just chucked that sniper rod out as well, Tom, and that didn't go out. That went out too far.
Yeah.
I was only wanting to go down here.
Oh,
10 yards.
No, I saw it did go out quite far, didn't it?
Yeah, no, I thought, God, Bennett. There's been a bird on the water and it's been diving in. And
I've noticed it, it's just been sat there, hasn't it?
well, I lost track of it. I saw it out there and then it was in here.
Oh, is it there, look?
Well, yeah,
We just dived in.
yeah. Saw its white belly.
Yeah.
There's fish there, isn't there? No, they might
They've
just
got
be
to do.
little bait fish, but if there's bait fish there for a little bit for a bird like that to get,
Oh, you would hope that that would attract the big ones in, surely.
we've got to be on for a session, mate, haven't we? So this is Tom. You might not have seen him before, but I
Been a
think you
long,
might
long
have
time.
done. But first time for a long time, Tom, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the last time I went, it must have been Wales.
Yeah, I think it was.
Must have been. Unless we went to the Humber.
Now we did. Your last trip was in the winter. Well, it wasn't even winter. It was like a bad autumn's day. It was raining,
Oh yeah.
and
Out the back of the van.
you was cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, you haven't been since.
No, I was miserable that day.
You was miserable. I didn't think it'd take this
I
long
was
to wear off.
freezing.
I've got a spare coat now.
Just in case, yeah.
You got to come once winter time on a good day. You've got to.
Yeah, I will. I reckon I will.
Can't be a sissy now. You're getting older now. It's winter time. I've got a coat you can wear. It's a good to be out, mate, and it's nice weather, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Skies are lovely.
I think I'll get the drone out again in a minute.
Yeah, you're going to do that whizzy thing of them.
Yeah, I think so.
Just go all the way down there and then turn it around.
Well, what I was thinking is I might start it.
What time are you there, Tony? Let's hope he'll catch an hound on that. And let's hope I'll catch one and all. There's plenty of seagulls going in that water, you know, picking out fish. So if there's bait fish in there, you'd think that there'd be other fish coming in to eat them, wouldn't you? Like the odd bass to £7, £8, £10 perhaps. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? That would be nice. Well, I'm fishing here on the Lincolnshire coast, and I would say right over Tom's head, well no, over Tom's right shoulder and over his box probably, is John Spalton getting ready to fish the Norfolk coast, as it's the what is it, Norfolk, well, Angling Club, I think that's what they're called. If that ain't what they're called, it's something like that. So I think John's looking forward to the fact there's going to be a lot of 26cm whiting about. I was surprised he hadn't won a cup for that, you know. Unbelievable. These rods are stationary, but I tell you now, let me just sum this up. We're on crappy sand. It's getting everywhere. But I ain't got any up there. But we're on this beach. We've got a couple, well, they're old. They're a bit older than me. Walking together. He's got a camera. Another couple that have walked down and now going over into the dunes. I don't know what all that's about. And but yeah, we're on this beach. There's a chap fishing down there. Tom's just about to cast out. Let me show you that. Oh, he just took it out short. But yeah, we're on this beach. There's a few people walking about, like 2. There's some people with the dogs. There's 3 of us fishing. You can hear the water. It is flat calm, absolutely flat calm. The observatory and Tom, we've probably just seen the observatory roof. And all the way down there we've got a couple walking down there, picking up shells. The water's really soothing. It's absolutely, well, it's not a mill pond, but it's flat calm. It's a glorious day to be on the beach, and quite lucky really. Very lucky to be here. And after all these days of heat we've had, today is really nice. It's warm, I can feel the warmth, it's lovely, absolutely lovely. But the sun isn't out all the time, it's come out again now. But it's got a little bit of breeze. So for those of you that can't get down to the beach, you know what it's like. And if you've forgotten, well, I hope I've reminded you. But that's a lot different sat here than the actual drive here, because that was terrible. They've still got the roadworks going on from when I did Trunch Lane, which was before my holiday. Yeah, there's no end of traffic and roadworks. And it's all about putting new cameras. They put a new speed camera up, so they got rid of the Travello camera and they've put up 2 separate cameras. So they're just after more motorists, aren't they? They were painting the lines on the road when we went past. But yeah, so those rods, as you've just seen, are stationary. There's not a lot I can do about that. Hopefully, you know, it's not as bright as it was. It will be getting dark around about 7:30, I think. So hopefully then it'll start picking up and we might catch some. Just one will do. Don't be greedy. 10 would be alright, but I think I'd get knackered. I think by number 8 I'd pack in. Nothing on that. Well, we've got a bit of rain over at Skeg. Literally over Skeg and Trunch, we've got a bit of rain. But here, we're looking good. But I can feel a little bit of wetness hitting me every now and then, but there you go. Now, my line, which I casted out and it went dead straight, is gone to the left. So the tide must be going out. It is. It's 17:35 and there goes my seat cover. So we've got them. Tom's lost his chair. The wind's picked up a little bit, really. Right, there's nothing on that. I'm going to get it baited up. And then once it's baited up, I've got to do this and all. Got to put a couple of grooves in for this bungee cord to keep my seat cover on. I put a bungee cord on my seat cover, hook it in so it don't blow away, you see. So yeah, I can feel water hitting my neck and everything. Tom ain't got nothing. It is dire. Now, before you all say it, I know we should be here at night time. I know we should be fishing in the dark, but we ain't. We're here now. Fishing into dusky. So hopefully something will come at dusky time. And yeah, I'll get this baited up. And yeah, bring you back in a bit. Look at that sky. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? Look at that. Can you see the rain over there? Absolutely knockout. Isn't it? All them blues and whites and greys. Just need some bloody bells, don't there? And then I'm like Quasimodo. Hey, look at that rain passing over there. You won't be able to see it. Even if Tom zoom in a bit, you might not see it, but I'm telling you, there's rain there. But we're all right. It's meant to rain there, isn't it, Tom?
I know, I think it's just literally past us.
Well, he's felt them few spits, but that's not rain, is it? I mean, that was just the odd bit in your neck, wasn't it? But I've just chucked that flapper rig out, didn't put any effort into it, just chucked it out. It's gone out good. It's gone out as far as I used to hand throw it out when I used to do another head thump, put it that way, with no effort at all. So I'm chuffed with that. Went straight, start pulling left, I suspect once the tide picks it. Drags a set, and we're waiting for the hounds. What have I got? I've got black lug and squid, and then I've got squid and a longestine, which I cut in half. Really tiny bit it is. If we catch a hound, we'll get the crab out and we'll use the crab. So it's just nice being here, really. It's not prolific though. Tom's now thinking to himself, I know I don't come fishing much now.
I'll get the drone back out.
Get the drone out again. It's going to get drone out again. Hey, you got confidence over the water now?
Yeah, I think so. It was literally just that last little bit where the birds started getting real interested in it, and I thought I'd best bring it back just in case. But I think I'd be quite happy taking it out right now.
We need to get a big one, don't we? And then tie our lines to it.
Yeah. Take it right out there. All the way to turbines.
No, because that bloke swims out there. But that's at Easington, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I swim out to them turbines, he said, didn't he? Does he owl? Mind you, he was a bit wiry, weren't he? He weren't fat, was he?
No, he was, yeah.
I mean, I'd get probably 20 yards out there and I'd think, ah, sod it. I'll have you know, I've done a full length of the Phoenix swimming pool. Yeah, Brett will know that. Full length of the Phoenix swimming pool. And a full width underwater as well. That's pretty good going, that is. Big pool that was. It's gone now though. Been ripped down. Well, I think it has. What's this bird doing? It's in my sandwich. I chucked that down ages ago. It's to your left, mate. No, is it? Has the bird already had it? That's my mate there. Well, still nothing. Sit rep on time is 17:55. So we've had probably about half an hour of the water going down. Still nothing. I'd like to just say also that I've now finally bought a set of balloon tyres, Vevor balloon tyres for my trolley. And I was pleasantly surprised that the axle that I made in one of my videos a bit back has actually fit. So the wheels fit on, only the wheel for the axle, the hole in the middle for the axle's 22.7 millimeters, and my axle is 12.20 or 02. But I happen to know a chap, Mr. Woodhouse, Stephen Woodhouse, who you've all seen me talk to on the pair for over an hour, having a right old mardle we were that day. And I remembered in the conversation that he'd got a lathe, so I cheekily rung him up, spoke to him and asked the question, and he said I'd love to oblige. So he's making me, I've done the drawing, sent it to him, and he's making me a couple of bushes for these wheels. So I did find some steel tube as a last straw if I couldn't get anyone to turn them for me, and I'd have used that, but it would have worn the wheel eventually. Whereas this way I've got a bush, and if the bush wears out you just get a new bush, don't you, which is good. So I'd like to say thank you, Stephen, Mr. Woodhouse, that it means a lot that you're doing them bushes for me, and I'm really looking forward to getting them, so that because at this moment I ain't got them. He's making them this week, so I'm looking forward to when they come, so that I can put it all together, and then I've got a barrow then that I can pull along on the sand, and it'll just make it a bit easier. Might also make it easier when I use a barrow anywhere, whether it's on a path, concrete, beach. Hopefully I'll have it before me, well I should have it before my next holiday as well, which I'll be taking the trolley, but more about that later in the year. But yeah, I ain't got them yet, Stephen, but the time this video out I should have them, so thank you very much. And if I ain't got them, why the hell not? No, I appreciate it, mate. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to getting them so I can build it up. I've got the tyres sat there, blown up, and the trolley, I'm going to put a bend in the trolley, because I was talking to the mathematician that is John Spalton, and he did his hypotenuse triangle and whatever it is, and told me the Archimedes arc of this, that and the other, and if you do that, Vern, there won't be so much weight on your arm with your trolley. So I've bought a 5/8, or I'm buying a 5/8 tube bender, and I'm going to bend the handle forward so that when I pick the trolley up it's more upright. That way it shifts the weight back over the axle a bit more, rather than having all the weight on my bloody hand. So I've got that to do as well. Are you had out yet, Tom? Are you had out? No bites?
Nothing.
Just what's in your fingers?
Pretty much.
Watch them fingers. He's eating all that and then he's going to have fish and chips. Can't believe it. Oh, you don't like fish, do you? You have a sausage? He's having a sausage. What about a fish cake? There isn't much fish in that either. It's mainly potato. No. Don't like fish. What is it with these people that don't like fish? My wife don't like fish. She don't like it at all. But she'll eat crab sticks. You know, them pink and white things. She'll eat them. And she'll also eat fish fingers. But she don't eat fish. She don't eat out else either. Got a load of crows over there. I kid you not. 3 crows on the beach. Now then, I'll tell you a story. They could be crows. They could be crows. But I'll tell you a story. How do you tell the difference between a crow and a rook? Well, if there's more than 2, then they're rooks. It could be something else. If there's more than 2, they're rooks. If there's 2, then they're crows. Now that over there, they jump along, don't they? Could be a baby with them actually. It's a bit late in the year. I don't know how long they keep their offspring. Most people shoot them, don't they, krill buggers? I like a crow, but yeah, they aren't rooks because there'd be a load of them. There'd be a load of them. But yeah, that's what I was told when I was a boy. How can you tell the difference? If there's more than 2, it's a rook. Might be a raven, but they're smaller, aren't they? Right, let's put you on these rods. We're being very lucky and fortunate at the minute with the weather, because it's not attacked us with any rain. But we've got a dark cloud coming. It did say rain between 4 and 6. 6 and it's changed. 50% chance of rain at 7 now. New rain at 8. And then 9, 10 o'clock. 40 and 80%. So we'll be gone by then. You'd think there'd be at least 1 fish out there, wouldn't you? It was bloody, there weren't any rain yesterday. The weather just changes on its own accord, doesn't it? It's got new rules, has it? Absolute rubbish, innit? I mean, you could say, Tom, that this climate boiling, tomorrow it could finish.
Well, it might
do you know what I mean? And the planet could be saved. But, because there's no rules or whatever, is it? It just does what it like, you know? Just blows around, doesn't it? And then it either rains or it's climate boiling, isn't it? So... Oh, yeah, I'm sure it is. Who wants one of them electric vans? I'll tell you what the worst thing is, mate, is when you get your bowl of ice cream out, it bloody melts too quick.
Oh yeah, wow.
I mean, that is annoying. I mean, if they stick themselves to the road because of melting ice cream and your sprinkles sink to the bottom, you see, yeah, so they aren't on the top for you to crunch them, they sink to the bottom and go soft. Now, if they went on the roads and stuck themselves on the road because of that, I would be for them. Yeah, I bloody would, yeah. But not trying to lose me boiler to keep my house warm through winter. Yeah. Or me cool fire just to warm one room up because I can't afford to keep warm the bedrooms. I keep hearing them aeroplanes thinking it's thunder.
Yeah, same.
Wonder if it's the Ruskies. Oh, so it forecasts rain a little bit later on. It's supposed to rain at 7 o'clock. And that's in 1 hour. 50% chance of rain. So by 9 o'clock we will be gone. 5, 6, 7. I said we'd fish till 7. I think what we'll do is I'll fish here until the water gets off this slope and it's down on the flat. And if we get to that stage of the tide, then we'll be going on. Or if 9 o'clock comes, well, we'll be gone by then. So if we both pulled in a hound now, if we both pulled a hound in now, I'd be quite happy.
Yeah, alright.
Have you had an hound yet?
Yeah, I had it on the boat.
Right, yeah. I'm going to take a picture of me filming my rods. That's a lovely night. Look at that over there. It might be a bit more bluer over there, look. So we've got all this moody clouding over here, and then over here still look a bit moody. Got the sun up there. See the sun shining through the clouds, and then you've got me. Oh dear. Oh, I've laughed. I actually laughed then. But yeah, you see them rods there, how much they're moving. They've done that all day. We got here, we started fishing probably about 2:30. And the time now, sit rep, is 8 minutes past 6. So we nearly fished for 4 hours. Not a single bite. But it's daylight, I know what you're saying, it's daylight, water's clear. But it's flat calm, it's beautiful. You'd think there'd be a fish swimming in there. There's little bait fish in there because the seagull's been diving in. So I've told you about my ride here, haven't I? You do get a bit frustrated when you've got people driving and you could be doing 50 or 60 and they're still doing 35 to 40. Well, they might hit 40. It does get annoying. But it's the way it is nowadays, isn't it? Speed limit's reduced. Wales are going to a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit in all 30-mile-an-hour zones as far as I'm aware. Well, that'll make it absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it, to absolutely fantastic to visit Wales, wouldn't it, if that's the case. I know he's turning a load of zones into 20-mile-an-hour zones, but as far as what I gather from what I read on the news and heard at the news while I was in another room, is all 30-mile-an-hour zones are going to be a 20, so it's going to be shite, isn't it? Absolute crap from that idiot. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that, in my opinion. But there you go. That's Labour for you. They're all the same. Both parties are the side of an arse, aren't they? Each party is a different arse cheek, innit? They're all the bloody same. The world's just going to pot, isn't it? Now, I'm not getting in a depressed mode now, but yeah, it's all going to pot, isn't it? It's absolutely rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Certainly not the world that I knew when I was growing up. 70s and 80s, if you lived through that, you're well lucky. And if you live through that at the right time, that you might be popping your clogs and you're old now, like 80, 90 now, it'd be even better, wouldn't it? Because then you wouldn't have to put up with all the what's coming, if it does come. But it will. These car manufacturers, I heard on the news the other day that you can't now put an order in for a van, a diesel van, transit. So they must have stopped taking the orders on them. It ain't going to be long before they say the last van's rolled off the production line, they're all battery. And I am keeping my MG now. I am keeping it because I've heard that if you've got a classic car, it's ULEZ free. So all I shall do is put a vintage car rack on the roof, which I might get one, because I've got a Webasto roof on it as well, so I'll still be able to slide that open, and I'll be able to put my rods on the roof because they're Ziplexes, so they'll be as long as the car. And I'll have to put the back seat down. Here, Tom's casting. Not bad. If there's any hounds, they'll be there. And I'll have to put the back seat down and slide me box in and my camera bag, and that's it. So I'll be able to still go fishing, just won't be able to sleep anymore. But if that's how it goes, that's how it goes. It's tax exempt as well, so it's definitely a classic. Just need to put some paint on it because paint's flaking off, because I've resprayed it all the back end and that, and the chap that gave me it said this is the original paint, this is what they used, and it's lead-based paint, but it's all peeled off. You know, like lead-based paint when you used to paint years ago and it used to flake off. Well, it's done the same. So I wish I hadn't have done that. I wish I'd just got some cellulose paint or some 2-pack and sprayed it with that, because it would still look all right, and all I'd have to do is polish it up. Whereas now it needs painting, so it might be a case of rubbing it down and do what you used to do in the 70s and just get the sprayer out and spray it outside, and whatever flies land on it, they land on it, and you just have to wet and dry it back, polish it up. Sun is out, it's bloody glorious. Look at that. Might be too bright for the camera. No, it looks fantastic, doesn't it? Hopefully we will avoid the rain. Hopefully these rods might go. But if you know what it's like standing on a beach for 4 hours. What's up, Tom?
I saw the fish jump out of the water over there.
Where? Oh yeah,
Loads of them.
they are, aren't they? What are they? Are they bass or tuna or mackerel? You might have to zoom in on that, Tom. Oh bloody hell!
Loads of them, isn't there?
Yeah. There'll be all them bait fish that them seagulls are eating, and the fish are coming. We might start getting some bites.
Yeah, I think we will. I launched that one out as well, and that's probably gone maybe nearly as far as that, but way over to the right.
Oh, they're coming in closer, look. All them shiny bits that you can see on the water that Tom's probably zoomed in on now. Oh, that was a big one, wasn't it?
I know.
Got to be bass, hasn't it?
Absolutely loads of them.
That one looked like it stuck its head up and was looking at us.
Yeah, did you? Must be them over there as well then.
That ain't birds, is it?
I don't think so.
That ain't them birds. That one just flucked. They're birds, mate.
Oh yeah, they are. Well, look, I was jumping.
Where
out
are
of
they
the
all
water.
come from then?
I don't think they all are. I think them ones in the middle, they're definitely fish. Got to be. They're flapping
Well,
out.
unless there's a load of bait, because they've gone under. They've gone under.
Maybe then.
But how come they're all silvery like that? I know the sun's on them. Well, we got excited then, didn't we, Tom?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, there's fish out there if they're there eating them.
I suppose what I could do, I could just take the drone out and have a look, see what they are.
Yeah, get the drone up quick. Right, we're droning it. We're going to drone it out there to see what these birds are. They're definitely birds because they come up, because I said to Tom, it's looking at us. I don't know of many bass that put their head up and look at us. I'm going to be a right field there, but Tom's going to fly the drone out there and have a look at him. Probably include it in on the, well, he will include it in on the thing, but I've said to Tom also, but it's up to him whether he does it, is just do a separate video with his drone footage, because some people like watching drone footage, and it'll be another addition to the channel, won't it? It ain't gonna happen very often because soon it'll be cold, and you know, Tom always fishes with nothing on his feet, you see. It's just a bit of a tradition, you see, and when it's the winter time, his toes fall off. If that's white bait fish out there ain't no fish out there driving them into. If we had white bait fish here, there could be fish out there, but we'll have to wait and see. It's getting dusky, the sun's going down, isn't it? These rod tips haven't moved yet. Tom's now flying the drone now. He's now getting it sorted. Bring you back in a bit. I don't know if you can see that going out there. Probably gone invisible now. But he's flying out to them them birds. Got birds coming at your drone, mate. Yeah, fly. Oh, got a bird there, look.
Birds, look.
Yeah, it's that one circling around your drone I'm worried about. He's gone. He's sent it into bird. So can you see him?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're. Have they got anything in the beaks?
I don't think so. They are diving down there. They are diving down, actually getting stuff.
How far's that out? Does it tell you how far away it is?
824 metres.
124 metres. Well, that's about where I'm casting with that. It's that bird that's nearly get your drone, mate.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm fucking shitting it, Tom.
I'll bring her back in then.
Yeah.
We've had it look.
Yeah. Quite coming quick, doesn't it? So how far was that? 120 odd metres?
Yeah.
How high is it now? Is that
6 metres, 7 metres.
That's what?
8 metres.
8 metres? Yeah, I suppose so, because that rod's 4, isn't it? That was 120 metres out?
Yeah.
Well, that's about where the bait is hitting. Let's have a look at this, son. It's a nice evening. It's nice being there. Certainly better than being on the sofa. And it's cooler. I've been sweating my cobs off, Tom, the last few days, haven't we, with this weather?
Yeah.
And I'm on this beach and I'm in a long sleeve top and all. Me fishing top. Not sweating, not hot. Breeze is nice. Bloody lovely when that sun's out because it's more of an acute angle now. And because obviously it's setting, but the water will be getting darker because the sun isn't above it now, so maybe the fish might just come in. You never know your luck, do you? We could be in for a right roaring time for the next hour. I've got a bit of deja vu then, Tom. We've got the metal detector out. We've got 2 youths. We've got 2 youths on the beach. Watch what we're doing. Got to keep an eye on everything now. There's some youths about. Well, there's obviously something out there for the birds, mate. Nothing for us yet. I'll bring you back in a bit when we get some action. Well, we've got an update on the news. You know what I was telling you about earlier on about my mate Stephen Woodhouse? Yeah, the man who I had a right old marvel with on the Goulston Pear in that video. That he's making me these bushes. Well, you won't believe it. They're already made. In blue plastic. Well, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. I wouldn't even dare say it. It sounded a bit rude. Anyhow, he's knocked them out for me. In the next video, when I use it, and I got my wheels on, I'll show you it. But thank you very much, Stephen. It's much appreciated. I've already thanked you by message, but I'm just doing it in the video. And in the next one, I'll probably thank you again when I show you what I've had done and what Stephen has made for me. And it's much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much. I thought you'd have done it later in the week and posted it next week, but true Norfolk person at heart, aren't you? Proper geezer. That's what you are. Done it on day 1 of the week. And nice ray you caught on that pair as well. So thank you very much. So I'm going to get this sniper rod in now because I don't think it's doing anything. The water is disappearing. It is getting darker, but nothing as of yet. The two youths are now, all they've done is they've come down there and picking stones up and they're skimming them. And they've walked from they're skimming all the way down. They've probably walked about 350 metres. Just having a whale of a time, aren't they? A couple of walkers. A couple gone walking down there. I reckon they're off in the dunes. Do you know what I mean? Tom's playing with his drone. There's that much fishing activity and catching going on. Tom's got his drone out again. You're always getting it out, aren't you?
Always.
So let's get this reeled in. Yeah. You got to have these rods and you got to do it. And we're reeling in unison. Tom's reeling in, I'm reeling in. We're all reeling in. Oh. Tiny little bit of weed there. And probably a bit of snotty may rot as well. You got the same? I mean, what do we have to do, Tom?
Hey?
What do we have to do? So I'll get this packed away. And yeah, it's got bloody may rot on it. You wouldn't believe that, would you? But it has. So yeah, I shall get that off, put that rod away, and then I'm going to reel the left hand rod in and put a bigger bait on, and it might be out for a bit. We'll see. And what else can I say? What a glorious night to be here fishing. Not such a glorious night to be here not catching. And look at them clouds coming over there. I don't know if you can pick them white clouds up. Can you see them white clouds there, Tom?
Well weird, don't they?
Yeah, like cotton wool, doesn't it? Absolutely fantastic. Just about air. White clouds along there. Yeah, let's get this put away and then I'll make a bait up and bring the other rod in, chuck it out. That'll be last grasp, I would say. Tom's got the drone out, he's now looking at the clouds. Right, let's get this in. That doesn't smell good, that weed.
Doesn't.
Yeah. Look at that bait elastic. That don't happen all the time, but the bait elastic. Now, if there was a fish there, it would still be able to bite that bait and get the hook stuck on it. So it is still fishing, but only just, because there's two hooks. But look, you gotta be so careful. You see, I thought I bait elastic that really well, but a strand of that has come off and got caught around the imp. And it would have still caught, but it wouldn't have been flapping around like this on the beach. Do you know what I mean? Right, I shall get that baited up. Got the drone out. We've got the drone out again. Having a whale of a time. So I'm going to get this baited up and I'm going to get that chucked out. Right, we've got lawns. Lawns, I'll turn this light on. I don't know if it'll make much difference, but I'm sure it will in edit. Yeah, we've got lawns on this with squid. So I've got the saviour on it. Don't like lawns, you know that. Let's get down there on the firm stuff. How far was that, Tom?
I didn't see.
Bloody fires! That went miles. That's my longest cast this year.
Is it?
Yeah, it gotta be. Gotta be. I could hardly see it. Unbelievable. You need to have the drone out there for where I cast so you can see it plop.
Yeah, yeah.
If you go more than 60 metres, it won't get hit.
Hopefully.
That's gone 8 miles, that has, mate. Well, it's gone 8 miles for me. It's my biggest cast this year, that. Mind you, I didn't have my glasses on. Ooh. What's you? What's that bleating? Yeah, that. You still got your drone on?
No, I see the remote, I think.
Oh, right. Have I? That's not far off the gold band. That's unbelievable. What dread? I'm so chuffed to bits with that cast. You won't believe it. I can see that it's gone down further on the spool, and I'm not far off the gold band. Now that's a clip down rig. Got size 1 hooks on there. Sakuma Manta. I tied all fresh rigs because I've got a new rig wallet, and what I've done is I just changed the rig wallet because for me it just makes it a bit more interesting, because when you're pulling the same stuff out all the time I get fed up. So what I've done is I've tied all new rigs this week, flappers, pulley rigs. I've got my 2 old bomber rigs in, but I'm going to change hooks on them. I've got a couple of special rigs and a load of clip downs for cod season, and they're good for fishing to get out distance wise. That was clipped down on a breakaway imp. You saw me lay it down in the sand. It never come off. If you put it down on the sand and keep your fishing line taut to the rod tip, it stays hooked up, and you can just do the cast and it's there. Now I'm still chuffed with that cast. I think you might get that because I'm just going on about it, but yeah, I'm chuffed about that. It's gone out. That's my furthest. I was getting a bit disappointed as well because my casting hasn't been going that far. It's been going out a good distance. Been going out 100 metres at least. Now I've seen this drone out at 100 metres, and I know where 100 metres is. It's going there. So all's well and good. But that just disappeared, and I saw it go in the water. Nah, none of them wind turbines have been knocked down. It ain't gone that far. But no, I'm chuffed with that. That must be 130, Tom, that, I would say. It's got to be with that drone being out at 100. So, chuffed with that. And that's enough of that. Look, I've come down now. Look, I'm now sensible Vern. And they're walking in the water now down there. Look at that, can you see them? They're having a nice night. It must be nice living in this town. And you can come out here and have a walk on there with your dog and whatever, and wet your feet. Have a bit of rumpy pumpy, I suppose, in the dunes if you're young enough to want to do that. Get to my age, you can't be arsed. Nice pair of slippers and a pint in your front room watching Randall and Hopkirk. Now there's a classic programme. That'd do me. That's more interesting. But yeah, these clouds, these could be the rain clouds that are coming. I'm hoping not. I hope that we finish fishing on there and leave it and we're dry, but it might not happen. So you have to take the rough with the smooth. I'm going to put the sniper rod away. I've got a 2-hook flapper out there still. I've got the, can't believe I put a launce on there. Looks like the crab are going home again to be free frozen. Now the last time I used them, which was in the lakes, they were perfectly all right. But then they travelled them in the ice box. They were still freezing cold. So as long as they're below a certain temperature, they shouldn't start to rot, should they? And they're not for human consumption, so however many times they're frozen and whatever, so be it. But there's no hounds about on squid, so there's no point chucking a crab out there. Every cast I've done is a good one, you know. As a matter of fact, Tom, that cast, yeah, that's the one to slow down. Well, if you can slow that one down, that'd be brilliant. Because they'll be able to watch it, wouldn't they? Wouldn't be right. The cast's never right. I'd have probably not hit it high enough or hit it.
You'll hopefully see it splash as well.
Well, hopefully.
Still light enough, isn't it? Unless
I'm in the way. But the splash was minute.
Oh, the camera might not pick it up then.
I'm so chuffed. My muscles on my left leg are wasting away. The teardrop muscle you've got on the inside of your leg, which goes onto your kneecap or in that area, I ain't got one. So I've now bought some elastic bands, let's call them elastic bands, for training. And I'm using the very light one, and then you get a light one, medium, heavy, extra heavy. And I'm started off with a light one, and I'm now starting to get a muscle back on the left hand side of my knee. So yeah, and my thigh muscle, my main muscle on your thigh that you get, that's getting a bit bigger as well. And walking up the stairs now, I'm also doing some lunges and stuff, and walking up the stairs now is getting easier. So I think that's what some of the problem was with me climbing up the cliffs last time, and I thought to myself, I don't think I'll be able to do this for much longer. It's not the fact of my hips making me walk like a goon, it's a case of muscle wastage, because I'm not using the leg properly. I'm not walking like Tom's walking, I'm using my leg like a peg leg. So should be off to the doctors soon. I said it would be this week, but it'll probably be next, but at least I'm talking about going to the doctors some week. So that'll come. I'll get into the infrastructure of being abused, and hopefully that'll all get sorted. So in the interim period, I'm doing a lot more exercise than I've ever been, because muscles are disappearing. So I'll bring you back after I've put the sniper rod away. We'll probably bring the flapper rod in, and we'll take it from there. Right, it is now raining, as prescribed by the Met Office. It's heavy, but I think it might be weed. Tom's reeled in quite a bit of weed. Is that weed, Tom? Yeah, that's weed. Well, it just started to rain, so I said, right, I'm reeling that in. But as soon as it started, it stopped. But it is what it is, isn't it? So let's get this off here. Absolute gunge. This is always like this on this coast. You get this like white weed. Don't look white here, it looks like it's been through a clay bed or something, but it is horrible. So bait is still on, but it's covered in this weed. So my bait that is out there, which is on the other rod, comes off all right. You can't moan about it. How about that, eh? Vernon not mooning. I ain't mooned for a long time. I've got a story to tell you about some cyclists, and probably in the next fishing session, if I remember. Yeah, might as well. So let's clean this. It is raining. It's got no coat. This, what I've got on is it. Tom said it ain't gonna rain. I blame Tom. There you go. Don't matter, does it? Got some clothes in the car, I think. For me, anyhow. Not for Tom. Not for Tom. No! Sod him. Mind you, we're going to go from here. We're off to get some chips. Probably a sausage. Might get a bit of fish. Hopefully the chip shop will still be open, because you know chip shops shut early, but if not, we'll have to go get a burger. I think there is a McDonald's. There is a McDonald's there. And there's plenty of places that sell burgers. So yeah, this is the new rig wallet. I bought a bag and a rod bag and this rig wallet, £28. Well, the bag that I wanted was 24, but yeah, it's just a Sonic's rig wallet, but it's really handy. It's a nice size, it packs down thin. I've got 20 rigs in there. There's pockets in there where I've got another couple of rigs and some other bits, and you've got a big pocket at the back. Why I'm showing you, I don't know, because you can't buy it anymore. Right, I'm going to get this rod put away. It's not raining too bad really, but I'm sure it'll speed up. I'll get this rod put away, put my reel away, and then we'll reel the last reel in. Because you got one rod out, Tom?
Just one.
And so have I. And we'll reel that in. It'll have 10 ton of weed on it, and then I'll say my goodbyes, getting wet. Right, well, I'm going to reel this monstrous casting that I did. Well chuffed with that. It's about the most exciting thing that's happened today, apart from watching the drone and everything else. It's been a good day, but let's get this reeled in. We ain't got much water left in front of us, so if there was a fish to be on it, it's going to be difficult to return. It's not a problem, I can go in with my boots. Tom's got nothing on his feet, so he can go in a bit further. He'll just have to dodge the weaver fish. I've got a nice cold beer waiting for me in the fridge at home. Bottle of pale ale. Must be more weed on it, it's heavy. Definitely weed alert. Released. Yeah. So I tied knots in that bait elastic, but look at this. See that bit of bait elastic at the bottom? Now I tied 2 lots of knots in that. I'm going to check to see how to tie knots. It's a big bait, it went out there. But I'm annoyed that that bait elastic is hanging off the bottom, because that's what gets tangled around your main body of your rig, and then your bait is like that on the rig. So need to tie some better knots, and I don't understand why that Anova bait elastic is doing that, because perhaps it's just one of them sessions. Perhaps it's just the knot's still there. You can see it under it. There, hey-o, every day's a learning day. I shall watch Graham on TA Fishing and see how he ties his knots again. So I never do them, I just pull it tight and never have a problem, but today I've had a problem. Right, let's get this put away. Limpity limp, limpity limp. On the other leader, the rod that I just put away, I cut the swivel off and just slid it all off, but that's come off all right. Put that up there. Put that down. Put that there. Put that on there. Grab hold the towel, I say. So, well, what can I say? What can I say? Oh, you bugger! Walked into me tripod. Right. Walked into my bloody tripod. Well, it's raining slightly, yes. It's not even, it's just a couple of spots every now and then. but it's time to go. It's been a great day fishing here. Enjoyed yourself, Tom?
I've enjoyed it, yeah.
Yeah? You've seen Tom again. It's been a good day. It's been sunny, it's been warm. It's still warm now. It's not cold, and the rain stopped. It's literally just spit, 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 spit. That's all it is. Yeah, so it's blank number 8. I'm sure Derek will tell me on Messenger and let me know that I've blanked, even though I'm actually here today. But yeah, it's whatever it is, isn't it? If you blank, you blank. We've fished it today. Yes, you could fish at night time and pull in hounds like they're all doing at the minute, but it's dark now, isn't it? And there's nothing out there. There is small bait fish out there. We've watched the birds, and you've seen the birds that we thought were fish looking at us, but they weren't, they were birds. But yeah, it's been a great day. It's been good company with Tom. It's been good having Tom with us again. It's been over a year, so he's got out, and it's good to get a bit of fresh air. It's good for the soul. But yeah, it's another blank, but I ain't bothered. It's all about fishing and being in the venue that you choose to fish, in the surroundings that you enjoy, and that's all I need to do. If you catch, it's a bonus, and it makes you happy. It does make the trip worthwhile, but that's it. Geese are coming overhead. It must be getting there. Autumn, which is on the 22nd of September, first day of autumn. Or is it the 21st? 21st of September. So, look forward to that, because we need a cod in autumn. We've got our summer cod. It was 54 or 59 centimetres. It was a whopper, but it died. But that was my summer cod, so soon be autumn. Hopefully catch a cod before Christmas, before the 21st of December. So I'll get an autumn. Let's go for that Grand Slam again, I say. And hopefully we won't be blanking then. So next time you see me, it'll be on a beach. I'm looking forward to it. I've enjoyed today. I weren't looking forward to fishing yesterday and the day before, or else I'd have gone, but I've enjoyed today. It's been good company, like I say. That's all I'm going to say. So next time you see me, it'll be on a beach. And you're going to say see you later, Tom?
Bye, bye, bye. See you later, everyone. It's been good seeing everyone.
Yeah.
Good out again.
Enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, because I mean, it's got me back into the feel of fishing again, because obviously I took such a long break.
Yeah.
And now
what was the matter with you?
I don't know.
It was like you've gone celibate.
I know. But now I'm enjoying it again now, so I'll probably end up coming again quite soon. Probably next time you go.
Right, okay. Well, that'll be this week then.
That's alright.
That's it, you heard it first on camera. What's that on? Yeah, thanks for watching, and hope you've enjoyed it. It is what it is. There's no fancy photography, but there might be in this one, because we've got the drone footage, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And hopefully Tom might put up the drone footage in a separate video as well, and then we'll see it included into the video. But yeah, if you like this, got this far, please subscribe. 76% of you tinkers out there ain't subscribed, and you could help me out, so that'll be good. If not, thank you for the view. Next time you see me, we'll be on the beach. I'll see you and on. You're always getting it out, aren't you? Oh, you bugger. Walked into me tripod.